over back at the service line for the Chargers with number 20. Spike coming from Cassie Deecher. Here's Elizabeth Perez, the sophomore out of Miami, Florida. Set coming from Jones. Spike coming from Sarah Enright as Aubrey Villena goes back to the service line. The sophomore out of San Diego, California. She sends the serve over, just taps the top of the net. Michelle sends the serve over. Fielded not as cleanly by the Chargers, but they managed to get it over. Jones sets it, Enright spikes it, batted at the line, fielded by Aubrey Villena. It's another spike coming from Southern Connecticut, Cassie Deecher on that one. Little tapper coming over there from Gracie Carr, fielded by Southern. Enright sending another one back over. Long rally here, keeping it going. She sends the serve over, fielded by the Chargers. Spike coming at the line from Sarah Enright. Dominican handles it, spike coming over there. Diving play by Aubrey Villena. And another spike ends it off. Serve coming over from Taylor Jones to start the set. Senior out of Middletown, New York. Spike coming from the Chargers, fielded by the Owls. Carissa Michelle sends one back over. As the Chargers gain the first of the game, as Deecher sends one over. Spiked up by the Chargers. Taylor Jones digs that one out of the ground. Spike coming from Michelle, blocked at the line. Back. Serve coming over from the Chargers, dug up by Villena. Jones reaching over to get that, and Michelle sending it over. Spike coming up from the Chargers, sliding over is Villena to get that. Tapped over the line there by Stark, but the Chargers field it well. Spike coming, Villena rolling to make that play. Spike coming over by Taylor Jones. There's another spike coming, set up into the air. Bumped by Jones. Spike coming from the Owls, a long point here. And right as I say that, as Villena sends the serve over, Thompson dives to get it. Tap coming up at the line. Michelle deals with it. Jones bringing that one back towards the line as Sarah Enright sends that one back over. Spike coming from Carr, fielded by Deecher. Tap over at the line by Weber, fielded by the Chargers. As Deecher sets that one way up into the air. Spike coming from Weber. And again. Villena's serve just over the top of the net. Thompson deals with it. Spike coming over from Carr, blocked at the line from Southern. One of the key keys for Coach Barbaro, as well as the team leadership, is working these freshmen and sophomores in and making them find their groove. As some sloppy play there from the Chargers results in them bringing it back over. Spike coming from Enright. Here's Aubrey Villena again. Back. Now to serve. As Carr fields it. As she gets the spike as well. Sliding on the play is Enright to make the play. Ranging back is Jones. Spike coming from Cassie Deecher. There from Cassie Deecher and Sarah Enright. Bringing Southern back to within two. Serve coming, diving on the play is Thompson. Spike coming from Carr. Tapped at the line. Jones ranging over to get that with one hand. Tap coming from Enright. Cushion sends the serve over. Getting to that is Villena. Set up by Miller. Tapped over by Enright. Sliding to make that play is Thompson. As the Southern Connecticut Owls deal with this one. And that spike coming over. Formation as Enright sends it over. Set up into the air and Spike coming over the line. Diving is Aubrey Villena to make that play. As Enright brings that one over. Spike coming. We're about the midpoint of set two. Serve coming over. Spike coming from Avery Smith. Diving on that play is Gracie Carr to make it. Spike coming at the line. Blocked by Southern Connecticut. Fielded by Deecher. As Smith brings another spike over off of Villena back at the line with the Owls only needing 3 to take the second set of this game. Villena serves over. Spike coming at the line. Enright diving to make the play. Jones sets it up. And Carissa Michelle, 23-16. Villena sends that serve over. Set up into the air. Spike coming from Carr. Fielded by Villena yet again. Sliding to make that play is Enright. Make a run. Thompson sends this one over. Fielded by Villena. Set up into the air by Jones. Spike coming from Enright. Sliding to make that play is Thompson. Spike coming at the line. Blocked by Southern Connecticut. As the bump goes back over the head of the Chargers. Spike coming up by Michelle. Fielded cleanly there by the Chargers. Little tapper. Villena diving to get that one. Tapped over the line by Southern as they range to make the play in the ball. Villena fields that one, set up into the air by Miller. Spike coming from Enright, falls just in front. And the Pels Gymnasium serve coming over, fielded by Villena, set up into the air by Jones. Spike by Cassie Deecher. Spike coming at the line. Serving is Caden Sandstead, sends the serve over, set up into the air by Jones. Little tapper coming from Stark, fielded by Sandstead. And a tap coming at the line, fielded over there by Enright. Spike coming over, diving on that play. She sends the serve over, fielded there by Carr. Thompson getting a hand on it. Spike coming from the back line, diving is Aubrey Villena, set up in the air by Jones. Spike coming from Michelle. Elizabeth Perez as she sends the serve over. Villena once again starting the play. Spike coming from Deecher. Thompson gets that. Spike coming again from Perez. 2 sets of 3. Perez sending the serve over. Bumped into the air by Villena, set up by Jones. Spike coming from Enright. Fielded cleanly by the Chargers. Spike coming at Villena, sends the serve over. Fielded by Thompson, but not enough. Villena serves again. Set up into the air. Spike coming from Carr, fielded by Enright. She sends the serve over. Spike coming there from Enright, batted at the line. The Chargers deal with this one. Spike coming from Gracie Carr. Diving is Aubrey Villena, making yet another play. Thompson sends another serve over. Too much on it. That one goes out. You can get set for the serve. Serve coming over. Villena, first one with the hands on it. Spike coming at the line. Blocked. Diving to the ground is Cassie. It's ready and sends the serve over. Spike coming from Sarah Enright. Blocked at the line. But at the line. Serve coming over. Villena bumps that one into the air, set from Miller. Spike from Avery Smith, fielded by Carr. Goes straight out. Right overall in the game is that they win this set, they win the game. Villena sends this one over. Gracie Carr gets her hands on that, but Aubrey Villena sends this one over again. Carr. Spike coming from the Chargers, blocked at the line. Wall formed by Weber and Enright. Spike coming from Michelle. Anyways, Villena sends the serve over. Spike coming. Southern coming out in a vertical line formation I know from Ultimate. Spike coming, blocked at the line. Jones sets it into the air. Enright spikes it just off the top of the net. It's Deecher spikes it now. Fielded by the Chargers. Set coming over. Villena gets to that one. Jones sets that one. Spike coming from Weber. Too much for the Chargers. Roll in a game day, and we can't get it done without them anyways. Thompson sends that one over. Spike coming over from Cassie Deecher. Southern Connect. Enright sends that one over. Going to the ground to make that play are the Chargers. Carr sends it. Miller sets it. Spike coming from Weber, fielded by the Chargers. Spike coming from Gracie Carr. Batted at the line, set up into the air by Miller. Spike coming from Avery Smith. Knocked down at the line. Brick wall formed there by the Chargers. Spike coming from Cassie Deecher. Diving play of the Chargers to keep that one alive as Carr sends yet another spike over. Too much on it.